Good morning, everybody. I got caught off guard this morning. My phone was ringing just as the intro was ending. So I was trying to make sure I got that cut off because it had a ringtone with some music. So it probably would give me a copyright strike, although this isn't a monetized channel. So I guess it really wouldn't matter. But good morning, everybody. Let me get a sip of coffee here and we'll get going. Let's see. Looks like got a pretty good little crowd over there this morning. Let's see who we got hanging out with us. Jack just came in and sat down at my feet here. Darren Birds, good morning, Darren. Landis, good morning. Say hello to Matt for me. Charles Steed, good morning, Dave and Jack. Jack says hello. Paul says good morning from Flushing, Michigan. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. You tell him, Paul. You let him know. I appreciate you, buddy. Larry Gall says, good morning, everyone. Home of the state where you can get a free ride to New York City if you're an illegal. Okay. I guess that's true. And Lonnie's here. Good morning, Lonnie. David Davis is here. Good morning from Virginia, he says. Good morning. Gary Hammett's here. Good morning. My favorite solar man, Mr. Ballard. Good morning. Clyde's here. Good morning, Clyde. Let's see. Kevin Ailes is here. Good morning. Let's see. Don says, good morning, Dave. Great show Saturday. Missed it live, but caught it later. Residing in my house. Okay. Appreciate you going back and watching it, Don. Let's see. Mr. Brown is here. Good morning, Jerry. How you doing? Good morning, Lou. And also good morning to Monroe Cook is here. So good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's did I say Tuesday a while ago? I hope I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I said happy Monday or happy Tuesday. Anyway, it is Tuesday, right? I think it is. Yeah. Let's see here. George. Oop, I missed some other folks. Rob's here. Good morning, Rob. Mr. George is here. George Bush called this type of day ceiling. Is it ceiling unlimited, unrestricted visibility? Okay. All right. Lonnie says, I finally got to be on your live show. Really good one. Yeah, we try to make them halfway decent anyway. You know, try to get folks to come back. We don't want to run them off, but glad you got to catch one. And we do that every Saturday night, so don't be a stranger. Clyde says Tuesday's his garbage day. All right. Mine will be tomorrow. We did have garbage day. I still don't know what's up with my neighbor. I'm still not sure what's going on with him. I saw some cars over there, which I think was family people. But then I only saw them one time. I looked out the window. Next time I looked out, they were gone, and now I haven't seen them again. And the guy that's coming over there to get his work truck is still doing that. So, I like I said, I hope everything's okay with that guy. Yeah, he's been a pretty good neighbor. He's only been over there, I don't know, a couple of years or so. But, you know, hope nothing's going on with him. Nothing bad, anyway. Let's see. George says, good show Saturday. Thank you, George. We do what we can, you know. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Let's see. What am I going to talk about this morning? I don't have much. I'll tell you what, I didn't sleep well last night. Another one of them nights where I woke up at like, I don't even remember exactly what time it was, 2:30, 2:20, something like that. Got up, go to the bathroom, come back and lay down, toss and turn. Couldn't go back to sleep. Tried 3 or 4 different times, tossing and turning. Finally, about 6, I just got up. I'm like, well, might as well get on up. It's not going back to sleep. Isn't happening today. So I'm sure I'll probably try to work in a nap later today. Probably after lunch when I get my belly full. That's usually when I get sleepy. So Luce, Luce says every day is garbage day. My wife tells me take out the garbage, and I do. Yeah. I was going to answer a question. I don't remember exactly what the question was, but as I was signing off yesterday, I saw somebody had I think it was Alan, but I don't recall what his question is, and I haven't seen him in here this morning, so I guess I'll wait until we see him again and ask him if he remembers what his question was. I'm pretty stoked about finally getting this silly video done. I hunkered down yesterday and did some editing, which I'm not, I only like editing slightly better than I do shooting video. I hate shooting video. But I thought, well, I got to get this done. So I don't have it knocked out completely yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be coming out in the morning. I've got it down to where I've only got a few minutes left to wrap up the tail end of it, and I'm going to call it good. So I ended up doing a lot more editing on it than I thought, because part of the, I think I told y'all when I got ready to do the unboxing part, I set up my StreamYard because I was doing it out there in the garage, and I'm like, well, I've already got all the stuff here to just, I put that spare camera out there and set on a tripod on top of that table of the machine, and it'll be shooting down, and I'll have the mic over there and all that. And it worked. The video part worked okay, but the mic didn't record any audio at all. I forgot that unless what I should have done is added myself to the studio and then told the camera to go full screen. It would have covered me up, but you have to be in the stream. Otherwise it automatically mutes you. And I forgot about that. So and that was, it's one of those things where you just click record and then you go do everything you got to do and then come back later and edit it. So I had about an hour and 45 minutes or so of video, because that was doing the unboxing and, running around, getting tools and, all the stuff. And then I was going to come back and edit that out. But I was talking the whole time I was doing it. And I knew there was a couple of times where I got frustrated and there'd be a few little words I'd have to edit out. But then when I came in here and stuck it in there, and I'm like, well, I guess I won't have to edit the audio because I didn't get any. So, but I did ended up editing a lot of that video, try to get it down. The video's still going to be probably, well, right now it's at just over 28 minutes. So it's probably going to make it over maybe 30, 35 minutes, something like that, by the time I put the finishing touches on it. But it's a lot to talk about because it, That thing's got a lot of features, and I'm trying to show some of them and talk about some of them and stuff like that. Monroe says he's going to be cutting out some jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, that's a popular thing. That's a popular thing to do these days. At least for a little while longer, I guess it will be. And then everybody will be cutting out, who knows what, reindeer or Santa Claus. Oh, maybe Thanksgiving turkeys. Maybe they'll do that first before the reindeer. I don't know. Rob says, I think he was asking about your video editing software. I think you're right. Now that you've said that, I think that's what it was. And it was one of those things where I didn't see it until I'd already hit the outro and it was playing. But yeah, I thought, well, if he's here, this morning, I'll, remind him to ask it again or whatever. But I don't see him here today, so. Larry says he's looking forward to the video, even though he won't be buying one. I imagine there's probably a lot of you that are looking forward to seeing it because you can't really see much because my big old head's in the way. So you'll get a good look at it in the video, and it's a cool 3D printer. Now that I finally, got some of the issues I had right at the beginning, I got those fixed and all. Like I said, all these prints that I'm doing, like, I don't know if you can see that good enough, but it's just printing beautiful. So, and it's got where you can do a bigger footprint because, like I said, I made this and I had trouble running this on the ender because since it was so big, I don't remember how big this thing is. Yeah, the base is about 7 by 7. So I'm starting to get out to the edges when I do it on the Ender 3s. And I had trouble with these edges trying to peel up because I know there just wasn't any heat out there on that far out on the bed or something. But yeah, the new one did it really good. In fact, I think I'm going to try to fire that up and run another one of those today, just for giggles. Let's see here. Clyde says, so when do we call it a 3D farm? Well, I don't know. It's I guess I don't know what the minimum requirement is to call it a 3D farm. I still I think I'm going to. I mentioned this the other day. I think I'm going to take everything off of this little table, move it out of here, and bring that workbench thing in. And I think I can fit all 3 of my printers up there, lined up. So if that works out, then maybe I'll call it a farm, but it's just going to be a little farm. I don't really I don't really want any more 3D printers. I wasn't even sure. See, this one, like I said, this company first contacted me months ago and asked me about doing it. And I said, yeah, sure, and then they said, well, it's going to be a while. We'll send it in June. And then June rolled around and they said, well, we're, still developing it and having some supply chain issues and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, send it, I didn't really know whether they were going to send it or not. And then, like I said, a few months had passed and they sent me an email, said, hey, we got it ready. We're sending it. And I was kind of surprised because I kind of forgot about it. But it's turned out to be a pretty cool printer. That coffee's so good. Let's see. Lonnie says, I want to buy some Genie bits, but it would take out all the laser money. Yeah. Well, Lonnie, if you start watching the show live, you'll at least have a one in, I don't know, we had, I think, well, we had over 100 people watching Saturday, but I think there was 85 that got in the, did the hashtag thing and got in the drawing. So you'll have a 1 in 70 or 80 chance of winning some kind of Jenny bit. Um, okay, Lou says more than 2, less than 5 is a hobby farm. Okay, so I'm a hobby farm right now. Well, if it takes more than 5 to be in a official farm, then I probably won't get that because I really don't have any room for more stuff. Just like I said, I didn't have room for that one. I got the other ender sitting down there on the floor, kind of under my camera tripod. But yeah, I don't really. Client says you need to make shells and stack them up. Dave's 3D printer reviews. No, there's a lot of guys that it seems like that's all they do is, well, not just the 3D printers, but the little desktop lasers and stuff. It's like some of these guys, that's all they do. And I don't want to be a review channel. I don't mind getting something once in a while, but some of this, you'd be surprised the number of things that I just turned down just because I had he's finally given up, I think, but there for a while I had somebody kept wanting to send me a treadmill for review. And I'm like, dude, I got one in there collecting dust now that I don't use. So if I was to get on a treadmill that somebody sent me and go, oh man, this thing works great. Nobody would believe me because they'd go, well, gosh, you're overweight. What the heck? That thing don't work. So I don't know if I could help sell those things. Not the way I look, but let's see. Larry says I need to put drag chain on my laser, but I need to design the end pieces for the chain. Not that good in Design Spark yet. Okay. You could always buy them on there. And you probably just need a little dinky one, right? A narrow one. I never did put one on my, my O-Tour came with one on the side for those wires, but the one that goes up to the laser head, there's not a drag chain on that. And I've seen some people put those on there, but it's not that big a deal. It's not, it shouldn't get in the way. And it doesn't really hurt. It does have that outside coily stuff, I think, on it. So it's not like it's just bare wires rubbing around. But Lonnie says, I'm hoping to win the lottery. I play once a year. Yeah. Well, I guess that might be all it takes. If you're lucky. I don't even play the lottery anymore. I haven't played in a long time. Well, I played, what was it, when it got up real high the other day? I thought I was going to buy 2 tickets, and it turns out they were $2 a piece because I had like $3 in my pocket that I'd been carrying around for a long time. And I thought, well, I'll just go buy a couple of lottery tickets. Then I got in there and found out they were $2 for one. So I ended up just getting one. Of course, I didn't match a thing on any of it. So that was my once every probably 10 years it's been since I played. But yeah, I'd rather just keep money in my pocket. I think I'm a whole lot better off than trying to play. Clyde says my reviews are well done. Well, Clyde, you haven't seen this this latest video. I guess it'll be okay. I mean, I'm not, I don't have to tell you guys, I'm not very polished in front of a video camera, but I think that's what some people like. They'd rather have somebody that's just a straight shooter, no BS. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I'll let you know that too. Um, I try not to sugarcoat anything. Uh, and there's a lot of things that I brag on all the time and I really like that I don't make squat for saying it. I just like Vectric, I have to I have to buy all the updates and the new versions and all that stuff just like everybody else, but it's the best thing out there as far as I'm concerned. So I've been saying that for a long time. But yeah, I will still be doing, talking about reviews. That this video is coming out tomorrow. It's not really a review video because I don't, I've had it a week or two, something like that now. But I don't think you can really. I mean, I don't like when people do reviews and they go, "Yeah, I got it 2 days ago and it's working great." I'm thinking, give us some time and then come back and tell us, when you got some miles on the thing. But this is mostly just an unboxing, a little bit of assembly, kind of, sort of, because the video's all sped up and I'm now overdubbing it since the audio didn't work. And I'm showing some still photos because that one camera view, a lot of times I'm working on the other side and you can't see what I'm doing. So I made sure I took still photos and I have them, picture in picture. And, that kind of thing. Yeah, Ron says, they don't want me reviewing your reality touch. Yeah. Yeah, and I was just honest with him. When I messaged him back, I said, I've shot some video and stuff. I said, but I don't think you want me to go ahead and show it because I've had nothing but trouble with that thing. And I said, and if I do a video, everybody's going to know that I had nothing but trouble with it. So they really just apologized for it not working the way it should and all that. And, um, causing me the trouble. Like I said, I had to end up buying that other board, which turned out to be a good thing because now that one's a quiet one. But and they still sent me some other stuff. They sent, I think that was the same company that sent me that other thing that I wasn't really that crazy about, the magnetic thing. It was kind of like the one that's on this new machine, except it fits an ender. And I just, you know, I probably, well, I don't know. They probably would have sent it to me anyway, but I probably should have told them not to send it to me because, well, actually, I thought it was just the plate thing. I didn't know it had the magnet part too. And see, I wasn't even going to put that on there because I thought my two enders are working perfect just the way they are. I'm not going to mess something up. Now, it probably wouldn't hurt nothing, but I just took my stock thing off, that black one right there, and then put theirs on there and printed that way. And it did okay. But yeah, I really don't want to do any more review stuff. Not unless it's something I really, really want. Because this you just get too much junk stacked around. A lot of the stuff the companies have sent me, I've give away, either on live shows or just find somebody here that wants it and give it away because I don't need all this stuff. That last thing that I was just talking about, it's still sitting over there I put it back in the box and it's still sitting right there on the shelf. So I probably should do a giveaway and give it away or something. But anywho, let's see. Well, I got a couple minutes left. Jack's had enough. He's leaving. He's heading out there to the hallway. I didn't have to look. I can hear him flop down as he gets out there. But yeah, that video will be done. And then probably, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months, maybe longer, after I've run a bunch more stuff on it. See, now I can go back to Thingiverse or something like that. And because a lot of the times I'd see something that go, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to print. And then I'd look and I go, my printers aren't big enough. But now I think they would be for some stuff. And I know one thing I want to do. I made these two. I'll have to get in my Design Spark again, but I made these little funnels. These two here. I need to make a bigger one, or maybe one a little bigger than this one, and then maybe one real big. And now that I've got that other printer that's got the bigger stuff, I can do that. So yeah, Ryan's got the ticket right here. That's what I'd like to have right there. A biggin, as I say. Yeah, because I've had a lot of fun with the diodes, and they're fine. But there's just so many things I'd like to do with one that can actually cut something. And when I say cut something, I don't mean 3 or 4 passes. I mean cut, Yeah, some of those cut pretty well. I've seen. I mean, some of the Facebook groups that I'm kind of, lurking around in. Somebody will go, well, what's the thickest you can cut with this or whatever? It's going, well, I have one it's that wattage that they have. And they'll say, I've even cut, 3/4 inch pine or something, or 3/4 inch plywood or something. And I'm like, wow, now you're not going to cut it very fast, but you can do it, I guess. Anyway, Larry says, you don't want another treadmill? No. If you could see all the dust that's on the one I have in there now, and it's folded up and got some stuff setting on, anything that's got any kind of a flat surface, I'm going to set something on it probably. But I may get, you never know. I go through these phases where I'll get so fat and like, no, Dave, you got to do something. I do have Thursday. I got to go back to my cardiologist for a follow up. They got where they won't fill my prescriptions anymore because I won't go over there to do the follow up with them. Some of my they started out where they give me like a 90-day supply, and then they go, well, you need to come in and do a follow up. So I'd let that go, and then they'd send me, well, here's a 30-day supply. Now there's one where they're down to like a 10-day supply. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go to the follow up just so they'll, of course, who knows? Maybe they'll say I don't need them. I don't know. That would be awesome. But I got to go Thursday for follow up on that. But it's in the afternoon, so I'll be right here drinking coffee like I normally am. So, all righty, we are going to get out of here. Everybody have a good Tuesday. I got a few little odds and ends I got to do, and then I'll get back on that video. And I feel pretty safe saying you'll see it tomorrow. So hopefully a couple of you will go watch it anyway. So, all right. So we're gonna get out of here. Everybody have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow for number 573. Looks like. See y'all.